Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, the Wild Reach series, and we built out a new facility down here. We're calling it Brix and Bella Stoneworks. We named it after Brix, one of our colony founders. We moved stone cutting in here. We've also put in a bunch of stone, well, like chunk storage, so we'll store steel slag and stuff down there too. We put in a furnace specifically for smelting, oh, not weapons, smelt from slag, smelt from scrap, do forever. So we'll do those two things, storage chunks, stone chunks. What about slag? Let's maybe get rid of a couple of those, and then we'll put in some slag storage as well. We have put in some mine shafts over here as well as some medieval cranes, and we're slowly kind of clearing this area out of that type of work. Let's go ahead and grab all that. Not much has changed down here, really. Not much has really changed with the rot wood. I did go ahead and extend this wall down, so we're working on that. We're also putting in some lichen soil, and then we'll kind of like get some paths going. I modified the wall down here so that it actually connects all the way through into Fort Bear. So Fort Bear has this access to the keep, and through the keep fortification also has access all the way up to the north gate. Which I think is pretty cool. I wish I could mirror the same thing here. I just feel like this wall would get like a little out of hand, making it thick enough to put a hallway in it. But I might play around with it. I did push that wall out a little bit. So what's the harm in maybe pushing it out a little bit more? But if we do that, it kind of does, it would limit some of our, I don't know, we could do it. No, I'm probably not going to do it. I think I'm pretty happy with how things are right now, other than a little bit of roof being right there and some roof being right there. So as we get more dryad trees, we will fill in this area to extend our little fey wood. We did some trading over with the Claws of Kif, so I made those adjustments to the world. So I would say like this area of Dark Forest is kind of what we're treating as our territory. The rest of the Wild Reach, we'll say, is like the Claws of Kif, and we do have, sorry, the Claws of Kif are right here, kind of encroaching on territory. And then I would say the rest of this territory is probably the Named One's territory. So that's kind of where we're at. I might move this Wild Reach name down this way and then make it smaller and make the Night Vale a little bit bigger, maybe make the rest of this Glow Forest just so that it's a little bit more clear that that is the Named One's territory. So we did some trading with them. They happen to have a couple of arcane items. So they had a combat style for Death Knight. They had combat styles for snipers. So we'll have to try that sniper out on a ranger once we have a ranger who's physically adept. We do have a melee person who is physically adept, and that is Celine. She is, I guess, going to become a Death Knight. In other news in regards to colonists, Alex has equipped this this crazy sword with like, it does like 22 damage per second. So we've got that going for him. We also managed to pick up one of these possessed weapons, Consecrated Reverence, a sanctified greatsword. Haste and soul hunger. The spirit residing within this weapon is hungry for mortal souls. If this weapon kills someone, it will absorb a portion of their soul, restoring 20% of the wielder's psi focus. Isha doesn't have any psi focus, but I think a crazy sword with haste and soul hunger just kind of makes sense for an orc to have. So that's what we've given to her. I have not really played with the Death Knight before, so we'll kind of see what abilities Celine ends up getting. Go ahead and see. So might. Wave of Fear. Release a Wave of Fear that sends enemies cowering. Wave of Fear also applies a significant debuff to Dark Light defense, movement, and slows attack speed. Haste does not hate is not required to use this ability. Oh, so she has 2 energy bars. She has the regular stamina, and then she has a hate bar. Fight, release harnessed hatred and project a wave of spite at a target. Spite must have hate to be used, and then Grave Blade. We've seen this used on us. It does like an AoE, and these like blades come up from the ground. Oh, what is it? Spirit Blades strike from the grave. Okay. Well, welcome to being a hero class, Celine, which will maybe come in handy pretty soon, because down here on Farhold Island, we do have a construct that has appeared. So hopefully we won't be doing any work there for a little bit. I do have everyone restricted to the Wildhaven zone, which is mostly just our city, I guess. Doesn't fully encompass the city because I do want it to be behind walls so that our children stay safe. No one's going to help us with this. Potentially the named ones might come in. Right, we might have allies that show up, but traders, raiders, they're not going to wander down this way because it's well within our territory. So I'm thinking it's such a weird place too. Like we'd have to cross this bridge. There's like a mixture. You can see some like waves here of dark or deep ocean water. So really, this is like the only way in. You could meander through this way, but everyone's going to prefer the bridge. And this mech cluster, some auto steam turrets, some of those guys, and then just a ton of mechs. A ton. At least 15, probably more, like about 20 mechs. I'm thinking we leave that down there for a little while. So we did reassign all of our current constructs to Brix, and Mateo is free. So we could have Mateo maybe start working on some mechs specifically to like go in and tank for us. Oh man, all of these guys look pretty squishy. And these guys are going to require tonal cores and all kinds of things. Colossus, we're going to have to call in mech bosses for you. I think that would be ideal, is to get a couple Colossus to just kind of like take the hits while we come in and wipe everything out. How much bandwidth do you take? You're going to take 5. We could do like 3 of those. The Colossus, it's going to take an advanced tonal core, which is these things. We're going to have to build the next version, probably, Artificer. So you are called a harmonic sampler. Tonal transcriber is what we need. Oh, and we need mithril for that. We have been using all of our plasteel/mithril for helmets just so that people's heads are secure. Like, it would really suck for people to get like one shot. So pretty much all of our colonists are wearing the Shadow Warrior helmet, and I set it so that it does the show high hair thing the way that our hoods were. I figured since we basically like have a mod that allows us to have cosmetic appearances, that why, instead of people being dressed like thematically for real, we should dress them in protective gear, and then we can give them their thematic cosmetics on top of that. So we used tons and tons of mithril. I think what I want to do is let's go ahead and let's suspend these bills. Let's go down, expand Wildhaven. We're going to expand Wildhaven into this gate so that we can mine up this mithril that's here. There's a ton of it. We could build another one of these guys right there. And then let's build another one of these guys. And hopefully that can help us get caught up on mithril. So we need mithril for this. And then we'll need mithril for those constructs. I think we're all good, almost all good on helmets, right? So if we go to numbers, These guys all have helmets, so Meryl needs to swap out a helmet, and the children will eventually want to swap out helmets. Marn and Auric, so the Marathi crowned and the Shadow Warrior helmet, they pretty much have about the same defense as the Steel Ancient Plate helmet. I think I want to check on this guy, so let's take a look at one of our Rangers' gear. Armor sharp. Oh, wow. Okay, that is... You guys have... That was the helm, right? Sharp 135-23. We take a look at, like, you. It is 98-47. So even better sharp damage than those Mithril helms that we made. Well, I don't know why we didn't just stick everybody in one of those. That being said, I think we were looking at like a Thrumbo version, so I think that's fine. Harwick, gear-wise, you're wearing an ancient leather hood as well. 43-14. Yeah, so when it's just plain leather, it's not that great, but when it's Thrumbo fur, it is exceptional. We've only seen like 4 Thrumbo in the past 4 years, and they all came at once, so not gonna depend on us being able to make tons and tons of Thrumbo leather armor. We have kind of created like a landing zone for this guy. Natural paths. Like gravel? No, it's light gravel path. I don't know why we didn't hit that. Oh, there was a stone there probably. And then I think we'll build another one up here, so we'll have a couple airships, but I think for now we just keep an eye on this. We hope that no one wanders over there. And we'll see what we can do to maybe get something tanky in front of them. Well, we've been focusing on converting things to the bigger family homes. So we have the Leorian residence all set up. Hal and Bella living here with their 2 children, Fido and Mira. This is supposed to be the Vannon residence, so that's Rolly, right? Rolly and unassign. Rolly and Avoca. I think we already assigned their 3 children here. I think Rolly actually has 4 children, right? Daughter, son, daughter, daughter. Yeah, because he had a child with, was it Salen? Yuna, father Rolly. Yeah, okay. What else do we have going on? We have the Stone Hollow residence down here with Dunmore, and is their child in there? Son Ellis. Let's go ahead and put Ellis in here. We haven't reconfigured this one yet, but we'll do like the parents' bedroom, a child bedroom, and then a living area. We did get Bluefish Manor finished, and we kind of filled it with spoils from that site that we went to. So Ivor and Salen are here. Ivor's stepdaughter Yuna in the bedroom, and then we need to start farming some cotton in order to make these chairs. We can get rid of that because we've settled on this. Other than that, we're prepping the Feywood, and things are looking all right. Randy has not given us anything since he gave us this. Not even like little events. And I am a little nervous and tired of having these guys down here. So we're going to move in. I think we're going to start attacking from this side to bait the mechs out. We'll get all the mechs and then we'll leave the turrets for a little while. Let me turn on tree transparency. We did move the monolith down here just so that it's easy to keep track of. And then I think our next big construction project might be our ideology room. It's so far away from everything, and this is the center of the city basically. The roads are all leading around it. It's obvious that something is missing there. And how are we on marble? I'm not sure how we're doing on marble blocks. Oh, we are all right. We have 2,000. I don't think that's going to be enough. We did switch over to marble blocks from Chase's Quarry. Oh, they're producing a ton of marble blocks. I bet it's because granite is harder. Okay. Mechanoids have woken up. Harwick, what is your deal? Leather ancient helmet? Why are you bald? Oh. Harwick, let's cosmetic. We weren't doing any kind of helm on you. What do we want to do helm-wise? Helm. We could do that. Or we could just load up the ranger outfit for you. Oh, that's what it is. We don't have like any kind of outfit for you right? Gear-wise, leather ancient helm. Cosmetics, let's load ranger. I don't like that. We'll get that fixed. We'll figure out what we're doing here. Oh, they can spot us through there. Okay, I thought that whole wall was solid. Let's head this way. Ooh, okay. Oh, Meryl. Meryl down. Gear. Why are you... Oh, it's just she was zoomed out and she's bloody. Okay. Gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. Do we have combat commands that we can do? Let's do the real combat command, and then Cow, let's have you do marksman command, and then pop over here. Okay, Aaron. Oh, you're low on mana. So, that's not gonna be great. Oh, the bridge is on fire. Okay. Right here, my dudes. Right there. Let's stand in the water just in case any other, like, scorchers get close to us. Let's grab you guys. Let's do this. Meryl. Oh, she got up. She's gone to the hospital. That's great. Avoca is just about gone. Avoca, you need to back up. Marn. Auric. Go ahead and cast Regenerate on Avoca. Okay. Ooh, Isha. Getting railed by this thing as they, like, cross this way. Okay, let's chill. So that took out all the, like, mechanoids that could get up and pursue us. Let's pop this way. Avoca, health-wise, 6 hours. Avoca, you're gonna stand right there. Who else? Dunmore, 9 hours. What are these guys shooting at? Avoca, Dunmore, Meryl's on her way to the hospital. Our melee folks got torn up. How do we want to do this? Bella, do you have a shield? You don't have your shield belt on. Okay. Fighter focus. Let's check her buffs. She has Fortitude, mitigates all damage by a set amount. Fighter focus, inner healing. Sprint. Okay, inner healing, fighter focus. Why don't we grab Dunmore? Grab you, put you right there. Dunmore can... Construct spider. Oh, that's what they're shooting at. They're shooting at the things. Ooh, actually, mechs. Construct spiders. Why don't you head here? Farmhand spider. That's what we can do, because we can always just resurrect them. Mech. Farmhands transport spiders. Grab all you guys. So we'll have them, like, take the fire. And then we'll move in from the other side. Dunmore, stone skin on Bella. Okay, Irma, which way are you gonna go? Don't like keeping the Cerium around. Just because it gives them an opportunity to, like, mental break on drugs. Okay. Construct spiders, select all, right here. Food binge Seamus. You guys just be very, very careful out there. Construct, transport spiders, right here. Okay. Construct, transport. Where are my farm spiders at? Farmhand? Oh, did I not tell you guys to come down this way? We'll have you come down this way. Okay. You guys are gonna line up right there. And then, oh, Focus fully healed, Dunmore's fully healed. That's great. Oh. Okay. Spread out. Okay. We did it. You guys are free to go. Schedule. Let's grab all the adults. You guys are unrestricted again. Okay, children. Mechs, you are also unrestricted again. Animals, we didn't really do anything because we didn't really care. Oh, actually, you guys can be in that new area. We can delete the fort area. Okay, so we lost a few spiders. Security orders. Unforbid. Grab all this stuff. We'll deconstruct it. Bella. Yeah, you guys are fine. Everyone else needs to go heal. So let's melee attack those. And mechs. You can all be undrafted again. So go do your thing, Ivor. Thank you for your service. Great job, everyone. We'll have to rebuild the bridge. We'll have to resurrect a few mechanoids, but taken care of. Easy peasy. Well, it looks like Orca lost a hand. Right hand, so if we do arm... Oh, we can regrow it. Oh, nice. We've been making mana potions, so that's great. Hold on. What other body parts can we regrow? Stomach? Wait, did you lose your stomach? No, okay. What about a nose? Oh, nice. So this might be why Alex is, like, single. Let's give him a left eye, a nose, an ear, a right ear, and a big toe. Big toe, right big toe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll keep your mechanical arm. We'll give you a mechanical arm. Mechanical arm. Right hand. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Mostly I just wanted to get it so that people wouldn't be like disfigured looking. Someone else is missing an eye, right? I think we might have sent them away to go live in one of the outposts, so I don't think we need to worry about that. Cal, were you missing an ear? One of my elves is missing an ear. We'll say ear, regrow, right ear, middle toe, left middle toe. Okay, cool. So that's 6. How many seeds do we have? We have 6 seeds. Marn. We can toggle this back on, so when he's able to, he'll come over here, he'll make some more seeds. Where do we have mana potions at? Mana potions. 25, we're keeping them right there. Body parts in here. Let's link those together. Let's unlink this one and we'll say you're critical for mana potions. That way they're just not like wandering all over the entire map. I think these are set to critical. No, they're set to important. That is fine. Okay. I have decided that we are gonna build at least the outer walls of Farhold. Just so we don't have to deal with any mech clusters here. There's still a lot of space like in our base area. Like we'll probably end up with mech clusters out here. So I'm thinking about maybe just building a few structures out this way just to kind of like prevent mech clusters from being behind our wall. There isn't too much space out in the map where mech clusters could be. So we might do something like, this looks wonderful, right? I love this, but we might just like strip mine this guy and all of this. That way there's somewhere for mech clusters. Well, there's so much water here. I guess we could fill that pond in. Or we could do something like strip mine this area. And then mech clusters would be there. We have plans for wooden deep mine shaft over here because there are resources. I think it's just iron, but that's how I'm keeping track of it. Where would we want these clusters to land? Like there's plenty of space there. If mech clusters always landed there, I would be fine with that. What we probably need to do is clear some of these. Let's see if there's any more over here. We'll just grab all those. We'll mine them. And then hopefully that'll provide enough clearance for like mech clusters to be landing there, which would be great for us. If mech clusters show up here, we have our scorpion turrets right there. We have defensive structures right here. So we could line up behind our walls and then get in here and start the attack. We have a griffin hunting one of our children. It's wandered into the base. Where's my drafted hunt? There it is. Okay. Let's see if we can distract him away. Okay. Good job. Good job running. We are gonna build this area. So this will be our ideologian room. With pews and all that fun stuff. We'll have like some different elevations here. We have an unusual rock formation here. So Bella, I want you to mine that, and then I'm gonna have you guys hang out here, as well as our rangers, because I think that means that like a golem is gonna spawn from it. So why don't you stand here? Alex, you can stand here, and Isha, you stand there. Bella, let's see how this goes. Bella's not our best miner. Who's our best miner? Roll this way. Imra. Oh, okay. Imra, one of our rangers. Why don't you go ahead and have a whack at that, and we will see what we get. Imra. Great. Okay, Griffin Revenge. Did we... Griffin's already been, like, hauled off. Okay, that's great. And then down here, we put a pallet down for slag, so that's working out well. Slag wasn't showing up. I had Resource Dictionary have like the slag and the mechanoid slag and all that stuff kind of like be the same def. But slag wasn't showing up in my storage options, so I went ahead and got rid of that. So we'll see a variety of slag in-game now, instead of just the mechanoid slag. And I have been swapping out all the beds. So everyone is getting nicer beds. I kind of like the look of these. Like, it looks like, you know, a makeshift infirmary. And just having like, you know, pelts over some slabs. They are technically beds. Like, they're vanilla beds. They just have the style of Viking. So I think they're fine. I wanted you to cast Regenerate on him. And then you can take off. His arm installation went successfully, but he is suffering from extreme blood loss right now. So yeah, got tons of beds in. Let's move that vent since it's kind of overlapping with that texture. We also put another royal bed in there, so that is great. But they aren't just sleeping on like wicker cots anymore for the most part. Imra. You guys come back. You guys come back. You guys all come back. And we're gonna put you on search and destroy. Okay, Imra, why were you fleeing? Oh, did they kill it? They just like murdered it. Okay. Where is this guy? Iron Golem. Right leg shattered. Log. Ryan's great bow arrow narrowly missed. Okay. Roz's great bow arrow shot the Iron Golem's torso. The Iron Golem lost power. The Iron Golem slammed Bella with its left hand. Alex used his named greatsword slickly to cut the Iron Golem, slashing its right leg and torso and leaving a horrific wound. Oh, that is great. Good job, Alex. Rocking it with your new sword. Okay, let's get you guys undrafted. And then construction on our cathedral, our temple, I don't know what we're going to call it, can begin. What is our ideology called? It is called the Wildborn. So we'll have to think of a good name for this area. We've been doing all right with kind of naming, I feel like. And Golem emerges. Oh, let's zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see. Rotwood, Cogston, Eastgate, various residences, Fort Bear, the Whispering Green, the Feywood, Marin's Mercy. We're going to need to rename Ivor's Anchor for whoever we stick in here as their residence. Aldfen Keep, Wildhaven Lumberyard, Brixigar Stoneworks, and then Farhold Island with the Farhold, Warden's Rest, and Farlight, which will be a little, what are they called? Lighthouses? Let's update this and we'll call it the Farhold. Okay. Yeah, I am digging that. And then, of course, you know, we'll have some fields here. We'll have the vineyard. I think we're going to do like bread making and some beer brewing and all that fun stuff. We should probably hop on that because like mental breaks, they're not happening constantly all the time, but I know that we can get to a state where a mental break is something that we're surprised about or something that we think might happen because colonists were drafted too long. You know, Imra going on a mental break to binge some drugs when she had just gotten over to Farhold Island, that seemed excessive. So we can get them some wine and some beer and we can make them a bit happier in my opinion. But I think that's going to be it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I hope you guys are still enjoying the series. I'm having a ton of fun playing it, and I am having a great time building it. And it's interesting working with plans that I made like a year or two ago, right? If you guys check out the series, my blueprint series, that's where these plans came from. But to like put those plans down and then make some on-the-fly adjustments to them, to kind of like suit the playthrough, to suit the vibe, to suit this community that we're making. It's been a lot of fun. Okay, done for now. Thank you all so much. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.